What's up, fam? This your boy Cut to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today. What the hell is going on in New Orleans? We all been following the story about 10 inmates that escaped prison. 8 has been caught, 2 still remain at large. Their names is Derrick Groves and Antoine Massey. They have become public sensations. Everybody's talking about them. Everybody marveling at their brilliance. Everybody giving them props on how they remain free and avoided recapture. But I'm sorry to say, they ass gonna get caught. It's only a matter of time because they made some very crucial mistakes when they escaped prison. I'm gonna tell you the first mistake they made. They escaped with 8 other inmates, so all together it was 10 of them. We all seen the video, 10 niggas running out of prison. They falling over each other, and I was like, damn, this don't look good. Anytime you got 10 niggas running in the same direction, that's a destination to doomsday. I'm just being real. And the second mistake they made, they sensationalized the escape. We seen all the stupid shit they was doing once they was free. Within 3 hours, 4 of them got caught. Another nigga went back to the hood. He was on IG Live with his homeboy, smoking, drinking. He was celebrating. He got caught. One dude fell asleep at the bus bench. He got caught. Now we got Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves. Everybody been talking about him. Everybody been waging bets. Who's gonna get caught first? Who's gonna be the last man standing? I was like, they got no chance to survive this. They faces all over the internet. Every time I scroll on Facebook, I see Antoine Massey. Every time I scroll on Twitter, I see Derrick Groves. They ain't smart enough. It looks good right now because when you first release escape prison, people willing to help you. They willing to stick their neck out. But once they start arresting your family members, once they start arresting your friends, you become a pariah. Don't nobody want to deal with you. Don't nobody want to talk to you. Everybody's trying to avoid you like the plague. You run out of money. You run out of resources. You get tired. And sooner than later, even if the police don't catch you, you gonna turn yourself in, right? See, Derrick Groves, he's smart. I got my money on him. Because Derrick Groves had been staying off the internet. He been laying low. He ain't got no face tattoos. He don't seem flamboyant. It seemed like he's enjoying his second chance at freedom. It seemed like you gonna have to come find Derrick Groves. Now, Antoine Massey, I used to feel that way about him. I used to think he was the last man standing up until the nigga went live today. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go live if you feel like you're innocent. You want to plead to the public. You want to let people know the truth. I'm all for that. But you didn't even blur out your background. You didn't have no backdrop. We see your whole kitchen. We see decorations in the background. Do you know people can recognize that apartment? Do you know people is looking to get that $50,000 that's on your head? So why would you go live? You could have issued out the statement. You could have turned the camera the other way and recorded where we just heard your voice. We didn't have to see you. Nigga in the jumpsuit, snow boots. You get what I'm saying? It was crazy as hell. And I got the video, so I'm going to play it for you guys. We're going to break it down. But first, let me play this news clip to get you guys caught up in case you've been missing in action and living under a rock. Let's go.
Bounty hunter who has captured escapee Antoine Massey before says it's only a matter of time before Massey and Derrick Groves are caught again.
As Rob Besson reports, with the reward money now increased, dozens of bounty hunters may be looking to cash in.
I've dealt with Massey. I've personally arrested Massey.
Bail bondsman and electronic monitor specialist Matt Dennis has apprehended dozens of escaped prisoners and knows firsthand what escaped Orleans Parish inmate Antoine Massey is capable of.
When we dealt with Massey, I warned my team, be careful, he's playing stupid. You could tell that he wasn't stupid. You knew that he was looking for opportunities. So I actually made them use the full gear, the handcuffs, the shackles, and everything after he escaped us.
Now, stop it right there. The bounty hunter that arrested Antoine Massey in 2023, he said Massey looks stupid. Yeah, he got tattoos all over his face. Yeah, he can't speak proper English, but he is very smart, and he's actually smarter than he look, right? And that's the same thing the FBI, the feds is saying. They saying Antoine Massey, make no mistakes about it, he's a big fish. He's the mastermind behind it. He been escaping prison since he was a juvenile. He know exactly what to do, and he's very smart, and he's a very shrewd operator. So Antoine Massey, the dude who's with the tattoos all over his face, he's a brilliant mind, like most criminals. He's what you call a career criminal. He always gonna find his way into some trouble. And he always gonna try to run out of trouble. You get what I'm saying? But let's continue.
This recaptured Massey in November of 2023, 2 hours after he cut off an electronic monitor.
When I saw his face on television after he escaped, I went, you got to be kidding me.
Now Massey, who's wanted for a rape and kidnapping in St. Tammany, as well as domestic abuse and theft in New Orleans Parish, along with Derek Groves, who's been linked to 4 killings, remain on the loose, and Dennis isn't surprised.
Massey's going to be high up on the food chain when it came to planning this. He didn't follow people out this hole. This is somebody who worked this and made this happen.
You see that? That's the scene I'm talking about. 10 dudes running out of prison. They falling. They going opposite directions. And you can tell just by that video, at least 5 of them had no plan. Right? You get what I'm saying? If you didn't have no plan, if you know you didn't have the resources, if you know you didn't have the support system from your family, why the hell did you escape prison just to be homeless? Why did you escape prison just to be scavenging through dumpsters, sleeping on the ground? You better off staying in prison. You had no plan. You were just in the mix trying to do something, man. Antoine Massey had a plan. Derek Groves had a plan. And that's why they the 2 last standing. You get what I'm saying? The other dudes were just, oh, we gonna escape. I want to go with y'all. And had no plan. Because once I leave prison, nigga, don't call my phone no more. You don't know me. I'm going my separate way. I don't need you following behind me. Hell no. You get what I'm saying? I got family waiting. I got friends waiting on me. You better figure it out. I don't even give a damn if you get caught. As long as I don't get caught. And by the time you get caught, I'm going to be so far away from you. That's the mindset I'm having if I'm escaping prison. I would have just been like, hey, man, it would have been just me and Derek Groves. We would have been the only 2 escape. The other 8, they're a liability. They going to sensationalize the escape. Because think about it. If one person escaped prison, we'll read about it. We might talk about it for a day. Then everybody go on with their lives. But when it's 10 of y'all, and they got y'all mug shots all over the news, everybody's betting on who's going to be the last man standing, that's sensationalism, right? So let this be a lesson learned. You're going to escape prison, it need to be you solo or another person. You don't need 8, 10 of y'all. The public is scared as hell, because I'm be honest with you. If one person escaped prison, I'm cool. Okay, he escaped prison. You know, he's just trying to get away. But it's 10 of y'all. I'm scared as hell now. I want the police to solve this. Get them off the streets. I don't know if they're going to be hiding in my garage, hiding in my dumpster. I don't know if they're going to try to kick my door in. Because you know when you escape prison and you homeless, you hungry, you become desperate. And that's why they always commit violent crimes while on the run. I'm just being honest with you guys. But let's continue.
This video just posted on an Instagram account by Massey, which a law enforcement source says they are now looking into. He's proclaiming his innocence. This video notwithstanding, last week authorities raised a reward of $50,000 for Massey's rearrest, and some bounty hunters may be encouraged.
Now let's stop it right there, because they brought up that Massey just released a video proclaiming his innocence, and he's asking celebrities for help. He called out Donald Trump. He asked Meek Mill for help. He even went as far as to ask Lil Wayne for help. You know how desperate you gotta be to ask Lil Wayne for help? We know Lil Wayne's stupid as hell. We know Lil Wayne is not in tune with reality. He always saying he don't know certain things. Remember, he said he didn't know Not Like Us was a Drake diss. Y'all remember Lil Wayne said that? Lil Wayne also said he don't remember Jay-Z and Kanye West album Watch the Throne. He don't even know it ever existed. So that's the Lil Wayne you asking for help. Lil Wayne don't want nothing to do with you. You gotta put yourself in the mind of a celebrity. Yes, I'm a celebrity. Yes, I got resources. But you're a fugitive. You're on the run. Even if I did believe you, even if I did want to help you, I can't, because it's a bad look. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, Antoine Massey went live. He made a long 9-minute video, so I'm gonna play it for you guys. We're gonna break it down, and we're gonna see do he got a point. Because I'll be honest with you guys, ever since he released this video, he has gained a lot of support from the public. I'm just being real, but let's watch it.
Massey, I'm one of the ones that was let out of GC. What I want to talk about today as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here in St. Tammany Parish. There's two different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay.
So let's stop it right there. It looks like Antoine Massey is saying his ex-girlfriend lied on him. She told police he did that. She told police he did this. They arrested him. They put them on these charges. She had a change of heart. She was like, I want to drop the charges. None of that is true. I was lying on them. And Antoine Massey said, they still didn't drop my charges. They still trying to take me to trial. They still trying to throw the book at me. They still trying to give me life. So it seems like Antoine Massey had some boyfriend-girlfriend drama that ended him up in prison. That wouldn't seem like to me. And he said he's innocent. But let's continue.
So I was in St. Tammany, right? And I was on a regular domestic charge, right? So they put a parole hold on me because I was on a domestic charge. So with that being said is that once that occurred, and the charges was refused or whatever, they shipped me to Orleans Parish where I had more open charges. It was the theft of a motor vehicle and the domestic abuse, battery, involving strangulation. So once I got in Orleans Parish jail, all right, I have from the district attorney's office, this woman who they say that I initially raped in another parish and in Orleans Parish is the same woman here. It's not different females. It's the same grown woman, not a child, a grown woman. Okay, she did the same thing in Orleans Parish, right? Correct. I'm about to show you how the system is corrupted. Okay, she did this, right? Saying all allegations against me is false. And she even saying it, you know, she let them know the truth that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her, nothing. She got mad and thought that I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, it seems like Antoine Massey downfall is because of the woman. He's saying that the woman put fake charges on him in 2 different counties. Then she goes back up there and say, I was just lying, it's false. And he's saying that's the reason why he is in jail. And the same woman who's the defendant on this case, you get what I'm saying? Who's the victim, the police arrested her for helping Antoine Massey escape. So it's just crazy, man. But let's continue listening to him.
Another thing too, once I got into Orleans Parish, I was there for like a month or something like that. Okay, a lot went on as that time progressed. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes, at the end of the day, in my younger life, I'm not gonna lie, I was causing problems. I was young. My daddy got killed when I was 7 years old. My mom had to raise 4 children by herself, so I had to find a way to try to help my mother. You feel what I'm saying? But as time went on, the person that I once was, I'm not that person today. That is not who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that they see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish jail. They said that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey. The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? You can't come around me. You're a maintenance. You cannot come on the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you? And why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that? Like,
so Antoine Massey do got a point. He's saying he's being scapegoated because we all remember the maintenance guy was arrested. And he said he was scared. He said Antoine Massey threatened to shank me if I didn't cut off the water so they can escape. And Antoine Massey was like, you can't even be around me without a deputy. And if you feel like I threatened to shank you, why not go to the police? Why not go to the warden? Why do what I say? That's the point he's making. And Antoine Massey, I get that you're desperate, but Meek Mill, Lil Wayne, who else he named? Donald Trump, they not gonna help you, bro. Kim Kardashian, you're a pariah. You get what I'm saying? You got some very serious charges. They ain't touching you, bro. Now I get it. To the public, you kind of humanize yourself. Cause I've been paying attention to people's reactions, and a lot of people agree with Antoine Massey. The average person is saying Antoine Massey have a great point. He got the paperwork. She said it didn't happen, so why was he even in jail? That's the mindset a lot of people is having. They say Antoine Massey seems like a pretty level-headed guy. He seems charming. He seems very smart. He's articulate. That's what everybody is saying about him. But of course, a lot of dudes in prison, a lot of criminals, man, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, they're not stupid. Some of the most brilliant minds you'll ever come across is street dudes and hood dudes. You take them out the environment of the streets, and they some of the most thought-provoking people. They smart, they got interests, they love certain things. But you gotta take them out the environment. So now you got Antoine Massey, he's on the run. He's giving this speech, he's making this video, and it's warming everybody's hearts. Everybody say Antoine Massey is so likable. He's so lovable. Oh, he might be telling the truth. He got me. But you ain't really been around criminals. He know what to say. Now, I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent. I don't know. But running, that does no help. I get you're desperate. I get you was in lockdown for 6 months. You feel like there was false charges. Trust me, I spent a day in jail over some false charges. And I couldn't wait to get out. You see what I'm saying? So I understand your pain, brother. Believe me. But let's continue.
You flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that. But that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse violation. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why was I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have a detective that's over the case that's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish in St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And and I'm asking for help. It's a lot of corruption, jiggins, all type of stuff going on, and they covering it up.
Now, let me say this. I agree with Antoine Massey that the Louisiana prison system is very corrupt. My grandpa, he spent 38 years behind bars in Louisiana. He just got out when 6 years ago. So I agree with him. It's corrupt. Some of the things my grandpa told me, it was a lot of corruption. You know, they overcharged him on his crimes, you know. So I just now met him like 6 years ago. You get what I'm saying? That's how corrupt the prison system is in New Orleans. They over-sentence a lot of people. They got harsh penalties. I agree with him on that. But see, you see him pleading? You see how he want to be in his daughter's life? He got a 3-year-old baby. That's the type of mindset you need to establish before you start running the streets. If you know you ain't going to be able to do the time, if you know you can't live with that regret, if you know you can't spend a certain amount of time away from your family, go on a narrow path. And I wish he would have did that before he got in trouble. If you keep messing with a woman who keep going to the police and you saying she keep lying on you, stop dealing with the woman. That's all I'm saying. But he's going to get caught because I'm looking at the video. I'm paying attention to the background. I'm paying attention to the cabinets, the decorations, the floor tile. The FBI is on his heels. They looking into this now. They finna try to get the IP address on that Instagram. They finna look at the floor plans of the apartments, and they finna have, I guarantee you, he will be arrested by the end of the week. Now, Derrick Rose, he might buy himself another week or two. But Antoine Massey, he's going to be arrested by the end of the week. Mark my words. He's either going to be arrested or he going to turn himself in. But come next Monday, he won't be a free man. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about this whole situation. I want to know how you guys feel about it. How do you feel about Antoine Massey going live while on the run? Do you think he made a good point, or do you think he's just trying to get his way out this situation? Let me know in the comment section. Share this video. I love you guys. Peace.